Dum da 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 dum da dum bum ba dum bum ba da da dum da 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 dum da dum ba da dum ba dum ba da da dum ba da da dum ba dum zum da 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 dum ba dum bum 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 ba da 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 dum ba dum bum ba da 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 dum ba da dum ba dum. Hello, travelers of the internet. Welcome back to Guardian Studios, or if you are new to the channel, hey there, and welcome to you all. My name is jgardo1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the world's virtual and, of course, fantastical. Yeah, I know, sometimes I get rid of that part, sometimes I include it, but hey. Either way, I am your guide, your host, and your humble bard into the world's virtual, and I am very pleased to be able to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to the Guardian Studios experience. And it is my delight to be able to wish you all a happy post-Thanksgiving. Sorry that there wasn't a whole lot of content around the time of Thanksgiving, but I hope you guys had a good one. Those of you who celebrate it here in the U.S. of A. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I hope everybody's had a good weekend and since then, and I hope everybody is doing well on this, the 3rd of December. By the East Coast calculations, we are currently on the 3rd of December, and it is my great pleasure to be able to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. This is the beginning points of the Christmas season, my friends, and I'm excited. I am very much excited. I have lots of ideas for things to do to celebrate. I have lots of ideas of things to do to decorate. And I have lots of ideas in general for ways to make this a fantastic December here on Galabor. Whether or not all those ideas will pan out, I do not know, but I intend to make the most of every single one that I can. And I would be very delighted to have as many of you guys as possible along for the ride. Now, for anybody who's having to watch after the fact but prefers watching live, do not feel any shame or anything, my friends. I totally get December is a month of chaos and a month of family and friends and vacations and trips. And sometimes you gotta prioritize those things. Hey, Benjamin! M. Benjamin, welcome back to the channel, my friend. And congratulations! That's awesome. Oh, shoot, I'm holding flowers. The bees are detecting flowers and coming to interact with me. I don't want them to do that. I need to actually get them to not do that. I don't want them to do that. Because I get worried that if I accidentally hit a bee, they're all going to come after me and I'm going to get poisoned and I'm going to die and they might die and it's a whole big mess. It has been a while. It has been a while since I've been streaming, since I've been live. There's a lot of things I can say to explain that, but the long and the short of it is I have been very, very busy. Like I said earlier, December is a month of chaos. It is a month of family and friends getting together and celebrating, having fun, and taking vacations and trips and getting together to do all kinds of crazy things, having all kinds of shenanigans happen. But it's also a time of busyness. A time of things being busy and hectic and never knowing what's coming. Unfortunately, it's been that way for me for the past several weeks. And that, on top of having been sick for a little while there, yeah, I have been I have been still trying to get over some lasting effects from being sick. But I think I am all better at this point. Just have a little bit of a cough that comes and goes, but I'm doing a lot better now than I was last week. Last week I was still very much not great, but I'm feeling a lot better now. Hey, man! Good to see you, Ryan. Good to see you. Yes, I am back, and hopefully here to stay at this point. But we shall see. So allow me to wish you, Ryan, a Merry Christmas, as we are in December. Hope you're having a good December so far, and I hope you have a really good rest of December as well. Just want to get that thrown in there. I really hope everybody has a good December. December is a month of celebration and being with people you care about, people you like, people you love, having a good time, and just, you know, celebrating the memories that have been made throughout the year. That's always been my perspective on it. And again, I hope you have a good one. I really hope you have a good December. And the same with everybody else. I am doing pretty good, Ryan. I'm doing pretty good. A lot better than I had been doing. I'm doing a lot better than I had been doing. I was having a lot of issues left over from being sick. But I'm feeling a lot better now. I really am, and I'm glad of that because I have got a bunch of ideas that I want to try to put in motion. A lot of things I want to build, a lot of things I want to do to celebrate Christmas, because that is my big thing with December. With December, I always get into this major Christmas mindset where I try to do a bunch of fun things during Christmas. I mean, it's another one of those things that December is focused heavily on, is traditions for the Christmas season, for holidays. So I want to try to get some things going here on Galabor just as soon as I can. And one of those things is actually going to require us to take a little bit of a trip. I need to go to Snowdrift Valley. We need to go to Snowdrift. Why? Because I need snow. I have a project in mind that requires snow. And it's going to require a lot of it. What's up, Ryan? Let me guess, have your subscriber counts continued to go up since I was away? I sure hope they did, because you deserve it, dude. I know I've said it several times, but you just do. You just deserve it. There we go. I want to get out a few leads to take with me. On Saturday you reach... What did you reach? Welcome back, Benjamin. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not drop off some cliffs here. Hang on. I gotta get that shield out of my line of sight. It's bugging me. Hey, no! No, 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 no. You come back here. Whoops. I did not mean to leash you. There we go. Hey! Way to go, Ryan! Way to go, my dude! Benjamin, you can try to send me a friend request on Minecraft if you want. I will warn you, I don't often accept those right away because I am such a busy bee. So, yeah, just please bear that in mind. What's that, Ryan? What's that? I can just imagine this is going to be something cool. You got more to say. What else you got to say? Whoop! Okay, can horses please be made able to swim at this point? Or is that something they're adding in the Mounts of Mayhem? I think that might be something they're adding with the Mounts of Mayhem. I hope it is, anyway. Oh, wow! Way to go, Ryan! That is awesome, my dude. That is awesome. I'm happy for you. I am happy for you. You've been hanging out with the channels for quite some time. And I forgot a spare bed. Dimwit, I forgot a spare bed. Let's go back. That is really awesome, though, Ryan. I am so glad. I'm so happy for you. That is awesome. Here's hoping that one day soon I start getting a ton more subscribers and start headed in that same direction. That would be awesome. But I am seriously happy for you, man. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, that is really cool. I'm glad you got that goal. I'm glad you've hit that count. That is awesome. I'm rooting for you, man. Alright, do I have a spare bed put away anywhere around here? Where I would actually find it? I don't think so. I think I may have to actually just craft a new one and then head out. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to craft one and then we can go. Because I've got to take a bed with me. I've got to have a bed with me so I can sleep as needed as we travel. The goal for the moment, because I've got a lot of goals that I'm going to be aiming for over the next few days, but right now I want to go get some snow from up in Snowdrift Valley. The place where I got all that ice that I needed at that one point. For the, when I needed ice for the, whatchamacallit, the Drown Farm. I needed a ton of ice for the Drown Farm a while back. We're gonna head to the same area where I got all the ice and get ourselves a boatload of snow. Or at least enough to make a snow golem. Once we've got enough for a snow golem, we can come home and then we can get a snow golem crafted and through it be able to get a ton more snow. I'm afraid we may have lost our little allay buddy. I can't wait for them to make horses able to swim on the surface of water. I think that's another thing that I'm really waiting for with the Mounts of Mayhem. I really want that to become a thing. But then I've also wished at times that they would make it so you could enchant horse armor so that horses could get things like Frostwalker. And then it wouldn't be a problem. You could just have them run across the surface of the water as it turns to ice in their wake. But no, Mojang has never thought to do that. Gotta leave it to the modding community to make that possible. Which I got no problem with that. That just shows the modding community is out to come up with all kinds of things. And they come up with things that a lot of times there's at least a few players out there that want what they come up with. I love this horse. It is so fast. This horse is so stinking fast. I love it! Woo! Oh! Okay, that was a good jump. Right over a ravine. That was cool. That was good. That was really cool. Pulling off a jump like that. I did not expect to be able to pull that off. That was fun. Woo! Yeah, that's something that I love using when I play modded Minecraft. When I play modded Java, I love having a mod that adds a minimap. It makes it so much easier to navigate, to find my way around. Especially when it happens to include easily accessed coordinates. Even more so if it's got some kind of a waypoint system. There is one map mod that does that I really enjoy using. I tell you, I long for the day when I can move this world over to PC and port it to Java. Probably gonna do it the same way that you did, Ryan. You did your London world. But it's gonna stay strictly a survival world if I can help it. I will say that much. This world here stays in survival. But I would have no trouble, no issue with converting it into a Java Edition world the moment I get the opportunity. I'm sorry, but Java's got a ton of really good mods that make the game even more interesting. And you know, I think Mojang understands that to a degree. Because, I mean, let's think about it. They've incorporated things that modders have made in the past, making them into a part of the game. I know they have. I can't name exactly what things they've done that with, but I know they've done it. And the fact they make it so that the Bedrock Edition community can have add-ons on the marketplace. I'm not a big fan of the whole marketplace thing, since you have to pay for the mine coins with real cash and all that. That always kind of bugs me. But I have to say, I do like that they give the players the freedom to be able to make add-ons and stuff and get them put out there on the marketplace. That, to me, that's cool. What does that say to me? It says to me that Mojang want the players to enjoy the game and play it their way. I do still wish that there was some way to give horses abilities like Frostwalker, though. I do have to say, I kind of wish that was a thing. Whee! Dolphin speed boost! No worries, my dude. I totally understand. As far as I'm concerned, multitasking is no problem. In fact, multitasking is a good thing. Man, this is a long trip. I did not realize it took this. We had to go this far to get to Snowdrift Valley. Oh, I see shore. I see a shore ahead. Whee! Of course, we gotta stop off here and get out the bed, take a nap. Never watched that, so I wouldn't know what song you might be talking about. The only songs I've got stuck in my head right now are Christmas songs, which I wish dearly that I could sing. But, you know, I've got the usual reasons why I can't. Better safe than sorry. Especially in this day and age, when everywhere you look, everybody's using that AI stuff. AI to make stuff, AI to check for stuff. And that stuff is not nearly as good or quality or sophisticated as people want to think it is. don't get me wrong. I can see the usefulness in some cases in AI stuff, but some of the ways that it gets used, just no. It ends up being no good. Not good for creators. Not good for, well, pretty much anybody in that at that point. What is this doing here? I wonder if that's one of those, did they ever implement the, ruins along the little mini ruins throughout the overworld that were supposed to have suspicious sand or suspicious gravel in them? I can't remember if they ever actually implemented that properly. Aha! Snowdrift! How much did I get? 12? I think that's enough. It takes 4 to make 1 snow block. Yeah, I think that did it. And now, the journey home. The hobbit hole is that way? Nah, hobbit hole is that way. Where'd my horse just go? My horse just wandered off. There he is! There's my horse. Whoop. Alright. So home is straight this way. Away we go. Zum, da-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum, da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, 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 bum. Ba-dum, ba-bum, bum, ba-dum. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Yep, 22 days until Christmas. Ooh, that's a scary thought. I gotta try and come up with some Christmas presents for a few people. Wonder if I can make some gifts. I don't know. It'd be awesome if I could, but I don't know if I can. Well, I'll be thinking on it, that's for sure. Hey, I almost picked up a dolphin. Dum dum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-dum ba-dum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum ba-dum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum dum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum da-dee-da-doo-da-dum. Oh, that's not good. We went by Ocean Monument. Okay. That kind of spooked me a little. That's the one issue that I actually have with the vibrant visuals. It makes it so it's hard to see through the water when you're traveling on the sea. You travel on the sea and it's a pain to see where anything is underwater unless you're getting close to it. So if there's an ocean monument out there, I'm not likely to see it until I'm right on top of it. Or until I'm going past it and getting smacked with the mining fatigue from the Elder Guardians, as the case was this go-around. It's very annoying, very frustrating. Hey, building the new bridge? Nice. Oh, I've got mining fatigue. Oh, boy. How long is this gonna last? 3 minutes. It's gonna take me that long to break this darn bed, isn't it? Well, I'm gonna keep trying until it breaks. Then I'm gonna grab it and we're gonna go. Whoop! Well, shoot. Fell in the water. Come on, horse. I forget what we had decided to name this horse. I gotta get to a point where I can get name tags easy, and then start naming some of my animals. Especially the ones that I definitely want to keep around, you know? Oh, are we heading into a jungle? Whew, it's a jungle out here. Thankfully, it's not a very dense jungle. That's a relief. I wouldn't have been able to handle a dense jungle. No. Not at all. Ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-da-dum ba-dum ba-da-da-da-da-dum bum ba-da-da-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum. Whoops. Into the drink. Come along, my friend. We are headed home. Slowly but surely, we are heading for home. At some point, I'm gonna have to make some bridges and maybe some tunnels connecting up different parts of this world, so it's a little easier to get around in. Of course, that would take some time. Stinking trees. Alright, come on up. There we go. And onto the horse. Hey! Oh. It's my village! It's the village where I come to do all my trading. Ooh! Whoop! And there's the gold farm. Uh-oh. Oh. Hang on. Ah! I'm having an equipment malfunction. Equipment malfunction! Here we are, back on dry land, and I do believe that from here, we can just ride home. That was a good jump. Good job, horse. To you too. As long as that's a greeting. Alright, now there's one more thing I need to do before I can get this snow golem we're about to make put in play. First of all, I need to re-equip my stuff, put away my compass. And then I need fence posts. Why is that so? It's quite simple, really. My intention is to trap the snow golem within a small, confined space, where he can't get out. But he won't cause any manner of damage to any of the things I have in my house. The reason for this is I want to keep him contained. Yes, Ryan? I think I remember. I think I know the one. Oops. Da 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 da! Snow! And lots of it. It's in progress? Nice! That's awesome. Ooh, wait a minute. I need shears. Do I have some shears in here? How about in here? No. How about out here? Nope, but I've got iron to make them. Because, see, my plan is actually to make a bunch of snow golems, drag them along by the leads, and have them cover the whole area around Hobbit's Cape, or as much of it as possible, in snow. Just a little some festive decoration for Christmas. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And the thing that'll make me sing is the carol that will be right within the heart. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna make an army of snow golems, drag them all over the place, and have them provide snow on the ground. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Do I have more pumpkins? More pumpkins! I want to make sure that I can get them all. Aha! Oh, I almost forgot about you. There we go, 15. I just need one more, and I'll have all I need of pumpkins for this project. Let it snow, and snow. That's the plan. We're gonna make it snow in a place that don't get much snow. They're already kind of at it. That's cool. Oh, darn it, I forgot. I'm not only slicing off the pumpkin, I'm also cutting the leaves. My bad. I mean, I could let them roam around, but I figure it'd probably be more efficient if I lead them myself. This is gonna be kind of cool. It's gonna be cool having these guys kind of just roaming around, because once I've covered up a good amount of this area, I am seriously just gonna let them roam. Do 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 do. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum. Ba dum ba dum ba This is the kind of thing that Green had to go through when he was trying to make a mostly white sign for one of his, one of the things he ended up doing on Hermitcraft once. He got a whole army of snow golems and had him follow him around on leads. Because he tried to just have them roam around and cover the area on their own, but it was slow and it wasn't working as well as he'd hoped. So he ended up leashing them all and just dragged them along. So here I go, doing the same kind of thing to decorate the area with snow for the holidays, for Christmas. Now, Grant, I already knew it was going to be a very patchy job, but... So I've got tons of torches all over the place. But still, if I can get most of the area covered in snow, that's something. Looks like areas that don't have any real light on them are melting too. I guess it's just not gonna work. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work, because these guys... This area is not cold enough for the snow to stick. That's what's going on. Man... And I was hoping this would work. But it's just not. Oh well, it was worth a shot. And if nothing else, we had a nice little trip. And now we know it doesn't quite work the way we would have hoped in this particular region. This biome's got too much warmth and light to it, I guess. This does reveal a few spots where I think I need a little more light to help keep down the monster threat, though. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let these guys roam, and we'll see if any snow sticks. If it does, cool. If it doesn't, well, at least we tried. We can always travel out to Snowdrift and build ourselves a winter home. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Build a winter cabin out in the snow, out in Snowdrift. Yeah! Yeah, that's a thought. And at least we got a bunch of snowmen roaming around, right? And they'll actually help repel some of the monsters a little bit. They're not going to be a big help, but they'll help a little. So, I think that's good. So I think that is a good spot to leave off for this session, everybody. It's a good first session coming back after being away for a little while. And and I appreciate all you guys who have been sticking around waiting for this. I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate all you guys that came to watch, whether you came to see the stream live or after the fact. I appreciate y'all way more than I can say. But what I will say for now is, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. Subscribe if you haven't done that yet. It's free. You can always change your mind later. Make sure to check out the About page for links to other pages with more content. And, of course, please make sure to smack that notification bell once you subscribe. That way you won't miss the next stream or video. And with that all being said, thank you once again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the world's virtual. And I'll see you all next time right here on Guardian Studios. Bye! And Merry Christmas!